la clase. Good. So we're just going right and left here. Derecha y izquierda por los talones. Very nice. Down and up, arriba y abajo. Good. So now let's go ahead, pause with two heels lifted. And take your chin, your mentón a la derecha, and your mentón a la izquierda. So your chin, lado y lado, right and left. Good. And then from there, go ahead, setting your heels down. Let's move the hands to the thighs. We're going to move the thighs atrás. That's back. And then we're going to move the thighs up. That's arriba. So we go atrás y arriba y atrás y arriba. Muy bien. Atrás y arriba y atrás. Good. So now from here, you're going to sweep your arms up, and then the arms are going to float down as your legs lengthen. So here we go. Arms up, thighs back, and then we'll come all the way nice and tall. Arms up, thighs back, arms down, thighs up. So brazos arriba y brazos abajo. That's your arms down and up. Arriba con los brazos y abajo. Y arriba con los brazos y abajo. Good. So let's reverse that. Your arms are going to come through your sides and pull down as your legs lift. So we're just going to the side first. Al lado antes. Muy bien. Y desde aquí, after this final round, go ahead and nos ponemos las manos en your thighs. And give a little drum roll. Here we are. Awake. Animada. Muy bien. So now, estiramos adelante por la garganta. So you're going to stretch up and forward through your throat. And then bajamos. You're going to lower your head más cerca de las rodillas dobladas. Muy bien. So your garganta up, your throat up, and then the head down. Y la cabeza arriba. Muy bien. La cabeza abajo. Good. Y la cabeza arriba, una pausa. We're going to pause and bring your palms before the heart. Good. Inhale, nos estiramos arriba. So you're bringing your arms up. And then exhale. Opposite elbow towards your thigh. Inspirar arriba y expirar bajamos. Good. So inspirar arriba, expirar bajamos. You can take this just a couple more times. Inhaling up and exhale down. Inspirar arriba y expirar abajamos. Inspirar arriba, expirar abajo. So now from here up, and then let's just step your arms and legs. Well, you can't really step your arms. You probably could. Las manos afuera, and also your feet también afuera. So everybody take a second, just shake one hand. Mueve la mano y otro. I don't know how your weeks, how your days have been, but sometimes we just gotta shake it off. Las dos manos. Muy bien, muy bien. Good. And then now from here, let's see, bring your knees. You're gonna doblamos las rodillas. Good. And then up. So we're bending through the knees, letting your 10 toes stay facing forward so the tailbone's moving slightly back. Good. And now you can add, let's see, your arms coming back slightly as your legs lengthen. And then arriba. Good. And so we'll take this a few more times. Bajando y arriba. Muy bien. So now from here, una pausa. Just pause. And everybody take a second while your knees are bent and move your ribs. Las costillas, lado y lado. So you're moving your ribs a la derecha y a la izquierda. Lado y lado y lado. Muy bien. And now from here, your hands at your hips. And we're going to exhale, stretch your head down towards the floor. And if it feels nice to keep that little flow there in your legs, doblando las rodillas, bending the knees, lado y lado. And then from here, let's lift your head, just like a halfway up situation. Good, the arms can come down, everybody. Hacemos círculos con los brazos. Good, y hacemos los círculos otra dirección. Muy bien, y desde aquí, we're gonna open your arms. Abrimos los brazos y vamos lado y lado otra vez. So you're just controlling that energy straight through your center, estirando lado y lado. Good. Just waking up your bones, waking up your joints, your bones, huesos, your joints, articulaciones. Good. All right, so now from here, una pausa adentro. Estiramos arriba. And now you're going to take la mano al tobillo opuesto. So you're taking a hand to the opposite ankle. Y estiramos arriba. Y hacemos otro lado. Estiramos arriba. Good. Y hacemos otro lado. Estiramos arriba. Y hacemos otro lado. Muy bien. Estiramos arriba. Hacemos otro lado. Good. So now I am going to come all the way up and then look at my right toes. I'm going to pivot those toes out and then turn my body towards my right leg. Right toes are facing out. Las brazos se estiran arriba. And then from here, you can just bend your front knee, keeping your back knee nice and straight. We'll go 5. And exhale 4. Oh, someone might need to mute. I'm hearing a phone. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Una pausa aquí. Take a little pause here, bending into your front knee. And then let's exhale. Hands on the low back. Plant the back heel. Straighten your front leg and stretch over. Okay, so you're just taking a long stretch over your right leg, la pierna derecha. Good, or whichever leg. You know, it all works out. And then from here, estiramos arriba otra vez. You're going to turn your dedos adentro, turn your toes in. Good, and then we're going to try that same thing on the other side. So your brazos arriba, and you can lift the back heel as you take some lunges into that leg. We'll go 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Very nice. Una pausa. So you can get that back heel down so you can get a good plant. And then stretch, lift the calf. Los brazos aquí. And then from here, you're going to stretch and float over your pierna izquierda, or whichever leg you've got in front of you here. Muy bien. Let's bring ourselves all the way back up. Good. And now from here, I'm going to pivot, bring my 10 toes facing forward. Bring your arms out. And now hop your feet together. Muy bien. And we're going to hop apart. Inhale and exhale together, juntos y afuera. Good, you can say it with me. So when your hands and feet come together, we say juntos. Good, and when we go apart, we can say, bueno, afuera, out. Good, y juntos. Good, y afuera, out. Last 2, juntos y out. Y juntos, muy bien. So it might be time to incorporate some therapeutic wiggling, right? So take your tailbone all the way around. Y hacemos otra dirección. This is a good time for you to ask yourself, do I need a little break? Do I need to rest? Do I need to stick my feet up? Good. Do I need to do little half flosses? Good. Do I need to make a figure 8 with one arm? These are all things you can decide. All right, so now from here, why don't we just dance it to the back of your mat? Just for orientation's sake, my right leg is facing the computer screen. So you can mirror me lo que tú quieras. And I'm at the short edge of my mat. Okay, so now from here, let's inhale, stretch, reach your arms up. Good, take the tailbone down. And then from there, you're gonna bend in your knees and start to float your arms down. Nos miramos arriba, you're gonna look up. And then abajo, down. Y nos miramos, let's look all the way up. Good, miramos arriba. Y atrás. Good, miramos arriba. Y atrás. And now from here, if you can, place your hands on your shin bones and your espinillas. Pull the hands in and move your shoulder blades apart. Margarita, ¿está para ti? Está estiramiento para ti. This is Margarita's stretch for her shoulder blades. In Spanish, we say la escapula or los omoplatos. Good. Inhale, let's look all the way up. And now from here, begin walking your arms out. We're gonna go right, left, and right. Good. And so if you're already feeling tired, go onto all fours here. Or if you're ready with me, just tap your right knee down and up. We'll go 5, y 4, y 3, y 2, y 1. Okay, everybody, a question for you. Where's your head?
Above your shoulders.
That's right, head's above shoulders. Now the left knee down and up. La cabeza sobre los hombros. Good. Your left knee is going down and up. 3, y 2, y 1. Muy bien. Now let's take your 2 knees down and say hola, hola, codos. Hello, elbows. Codos al lado de las costillas. Elbows alongside the ribs y arriba. Bajamos, we lower. Y subimos, we lift. Bajamos, we lower. Subimos, we lift. Bajamos y subimos. Última vez. Very nice. So now from here, let's try taking your right arm and left arm down to the floor. And we're gonna lift the hips up, 2, 3. And take them down, 2, 3. Subimos arriba y abajo. Good. So we're lifting the hips, la cadera, and then we're lowering them down. One more time. Lift your hips. Good. Now lift the right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now la cadera, or bueno, la rodilla izquierda. You know it's hard when I start making mistakes in Spanish. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. From here, right hand under your right shoulder, left hand under your shoulder. Move the hips back. Y desde aquí, movemos adelante. So you'll start to move the hips and thighs back. And then desde aquí, adelante, arriba. Good. Try that just one more time. La cadera, bueno, bajando en la dirección del suelo. Good. And now find your hips in that halfway position. Lift the 2 knees. Lift your hips into a down dog. Continue to stretch here for a moment. I lost someone, so I'm going to get them back in the mix. There we go. And then from here, go ahead from your down dog. Let's take your right leg and lift it up. Good. And we're just going to lower the leg, la pierna, 5 veces. So here we go. Arriba, abajo, la pierna derecha, arriba y abajo, arriba y abajo, arriba. Muy bien. And now you're going to bend the knee and straighten the knee. 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. And now with the rodilla, you're going to lift the heel, el talón arriba. 5 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So now from here, exhale. See if you can stretch that foot forward. Let it come in between your hands. If you need a little block or a prop to help you, use it. You can also just put your hands on a chair. Good. So now with your front knee bent, let's go ahead and reach your right arm or the arm that's closest to the computer screen up for a moment. Good. Exhale. Take it down. And then from here, lift the back leg. So you're going to take the back leg down and up 5. So you're taking weight into the front leg 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. See if you can hold that leg lifted for just a moment. And then pressing into your front foot. Exhale. See if you can find standing. I'm going to step my left foot in. Turn it all the way around. Baila, baila, baila. Good. So anybody who gets tired or winded and needs a little break, you come around this way and you do just fun dance moves until you're ready to get back in, right? So everyone can just keep a little bit of a flow going, even if you're fatigued. All right. So los brazos arriba. Here we go. And now from here, you're going to exhale. We're going to fold it over. Good. And I'm going to look all the way up. And then exhale, take it down. Look all the way up. Exhale, take it down. All the way up. And exhale down. Lift it all the way up. Now hold. Place your hands, if you can, on your pantorrillas, your espinillas here. And we'll look up, and you can bring your hands to the inner legs and float over, stretching la escápula, estirando la escápula y también los omóplatos. Well, escápula, omóplatos, la misma cosa. Good, so now from here, we're gonna walk our hands right back out. So we'll go right, derecha, left, and right. And now we're already in a little plank pose. Good, so now you can begin bringing your weight onto all fours if that's better for you. Can lift and lower your left knee. 5, y 4, y 3, y 2, y 1. Muy bien. And now your right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. And now from here, lower both knees. And now your elbows in 2, 3, and back up 2, 3. So codos al lado de las costillas, la cabeza sobre los hombros. Good. And we'll do 2 and 1. Very nice. Good. Moving your weight back for just a moment. A big stretch. Y ahora la cadera adelante. Muy bien. Y otra vez atrás. Good. La cadera adelante y atrás. Good. Última vez. La cadera atrás y adelante. Muy bien. And now from here, we're just going to see if you can lift la rodilla derecha. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. And now your opposite knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Your hips all the way up. And from here, la pierna. Oh, what? Here we go. La pierna izquierda. Arriba y abajo. Arriba y abajo. Arriba. And then you're going to hold the left leg up, bend and straighten the knee. 5 y 4 y 3 y y uno. Muy bien. From here, let's bend the knee. Lift the heel to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then from here, you're going to exhale. Put the foot there in between your two hands. And then we'll exhale. Just see about lifting the arm closest to the computer screen. Opening the chest. And then exhaling to bring that arm down. Let's step the weight from your back leg into the front leg and then lift and lower just a few times your right leg now. Good, las piernas. And then see if you can hold weight in the leg and bring yourself up to standing. Woo, my left side is just not the same. It's saying it's time para una fiesta. So let's move the arms, brazos y cadera. Cada dirección, plus. Good, and then from there, we're gonna try moving a little bit differently. So let's go ahead and come to, wait, I'm calling the top of my mat, so that just means the distance of the mat is behind you. Good. And then from here, we're gonna inhale, stretch, reach your arms up. Estiramos arriba. Y desde aquí, let's lower down, or all the way, letting the top of your head bajar, lower towards the floor. Inhale, look up. And now this time, if it feels nice, step the right leg, step the left leg back. Go back on the knees if you like, or take a vinyasa here, bringing your chest a little closer towards the floor. Inhale, arriba, and exhale, back. This time, the right leg is gonna come through, bending the knee. You'll exhale, place the foot between your hands, and come all the way up to standing. Good. From there, exhale, lower back down over the leg. It comes back into that plank position. Elbows pulled to the sides of your body. You can do that with your knees on the floor, or just go to all floors, or just go to child's pose. So now la pierna derecha or izquierda, you're lifting the opposite leg, bending the knee, pulling your belly muscles in, really supporting that movement, and then bringing yourself all the way up. Good. Arms moving back down slowly with control, con control siempre. And then you'll lower it down, and then the elbows right in to the side body. Inspirar, mira, arriba, looking up. Expirar, la cadera, arriba. Muy bien, take another big breath here. All right, and so now we're gonna try coming into a side plank. So from where you are, you can bring your knees down to the mat if you need to. In fact, let's all just go knees to the mat for a moment. And we're gonna exhale and open up towards the computer screen. Good, so you may find that you can lift that top leg comfortably. Good, now let's exhale, bend the knee down. Walk your hands all the way around until you're on your knees facing the computer screen. Good, arms float out. And we're gonna stretch the opposite leg out. So for me, that's the left. And I'm gonna come and try a little side plank on this side. Holding that leg lifted. Good. From there, bring the leg right back in. Inhale, now you can take your two arms up and out for a moment. And then exhale, bring your hands to your low back. Abriendo el pecho, so opening your chest as you stretch your hips un poco adelante. Good. And then from there, we're going to move your thighs back and your arms forward. Good. And then from there, float your two arms kind of out wide here. Good. And then place them right underneath your shoulders. So I'm going to pivot this way again so you can see right leg is going to lift. And then my left arm is going to lift. Maybe I just want to hold this position. Or it might also feel nice to see if I can connect the hand and foot behind me. Y estira. Take 3 or 4 big breaths here. Good. Exhale, release. And now the left leg is going to lift. And the right arm is going to lift. Good. So if this is all you do, is just hold the arm and leg lifted. Pues bien. If you can get a little stretch there, como no. Breathing into it, 3. Y 2. Y 1. Good. Relaxing, letting that come down. And now from here, walk your forearms down to the floor. And we're going to lift your 2 hips up. Good. So the shoulder blades should squeeze together and your neck hopefully completely release. If it feels nice to try lifting a leg here, you can give that a go. Good. You can also try lowering that leg slowly with control. Y vamos a subir otra pierna. Arriba. Good. Lowering that leg back down. So now, right leg, left leg out. Can you come into a forearm plank? And now we'll try a forearm plank into a side plank. And if it feels nice to lift the top arm, you can, but really focus on keeping the hips steady. Muy bien, vamos a hacerlo otro lado. So you'll just pivot back down towards the floor. Do this on your knees, right, if you need to. Easy as pie. So I'm going to pivot now onto the opposite side. Feeling the shoulder blades really connected. Good, and then from there, exhaling, lowering that arm back down, lowering your hips, and then let's bend your right knee, stretching your head towards your heel. So, cabeza a talón, a big stretch in the front of the throat, and then right back down. Good, vamos a hacerlo otro lado. So you're gonna stretch and bring left heel up, head towards the heel. Good, and we'll lower it down. And from here, one more time, lifting 2 heels. Stretching your head back towards the heels. Good, stay in this version of the pose, or if it feels nice, you can also extend the elbows. Reaching your head towards your heels. Lifting your hips just slightly. La cadera un poco arriba. Muy bien. And then let's lower that back down. Extend the 2 legs. Reach your arms forward. Take a big breath. Nos inspiramos. And we'll look up. The arms pressing down. And then from there, exhale, lift the legs. Just breathing into that lift. Good, and then from here you can bring the arms just back behind you. Right hand and foot together, left hand and foot together, or, right, do exactly what we did before, which is just stretch your arms and feet towards one another. Uno. Y desde aquí subimos la cabeza y el pecho. Good. Y estirando por las piernas. Muy bien. From here, we're gonna lower back down and lift your chest and stretch yourself back into la posición del hijo, into the child's pose. Good. Right hand back, left hand back. Nos miramos arriba. And then you're going to push into your talones, into the heels. Walk your hands back towards the feet. And then hang here for a moment. Let your back relax. Nos relajamos la espalda. And then we'll inhale and bring ourselves up to standing. So we're going to work for a moment on balance. All balance has to be for you is just maybe shifting your weight from one leg to the next, right? So let's dare to be in the level that's really going to work well for you. So if you can just see, I'm taking my hips side to side, and you'll start to feel the muscles in the leg, the muscles in the core supporting you. So now the next thing you could practice is taking one leg off the floor, just one foot up, and then perhaps taking the opposite foot up, right? So just gentle weight shift. You want to feel the muscles starting to fire up, not the joints going slack to one side. So just pay attention to those sensations. Now I'm going to hold my weight in my right foot. You may choose to do your left, whatever is easiest for you. I'm lifting now my left leg, putting my hands underneath the thigh, and I'm just going to stretch this leg out. I'm going to try that a few times. La pierna afuera y adentro. La pierna afuera y adentro. La pierna afuera y adentro. Good. So now I'm going to hold this leg by the shin. Good. And again, if your balance starts to feel tricky, you can always use a chair. Can always just go back to shifting your weight side to side. So now I'm going to take 2 fingers to my big toe and try to stand tall. I'm still balanced on my right leg. And then see about extending the heel. Just a couple big breaths. So you guys, if this isn't your favorite pose, there are some people who really, really love balance poses. So that work is for them. Exhale, let the arm come down, let the leg come down. Y bailamos. And I really do believe in the thing that I was saying about just if balancing for you tonight is hard, the practice of putting your weight on one leg than the other, that's all we gotta do. Good. So everybody begin that same sequence, other side, just a little slow dance with yourself. A la derecha, a la izquierda, en los pies. Good. And then from here, I'm gonna hold my weight now in my opposite leg and begin to raise this leg up, place my hand behind my right thigh, and then stretch and extend the knee joint just a couple of times. This is helping me wake up my quadricep. Good. And then from there, maybe catch the shin bone, just stretching. Every side is different. You'll notice on me, my left side is persnickety. Good. And then from there, you can grab onto the big toe, stretch and extend the leg out, continuing to breathe. Good. And then bending the knee, bringing it in, and then once again, that rocking movement, you all, is also really good for your nervous system and helping you stay kind of balanced and relaxed. So again, you don't have to do these big, crazy, hard poses if that's not right for you. If you're just shifting your weight, lado y lado, como no. Muy bien. Okay, so now we're gonna try, I'm taking my weight back onto my right side again. I've turned my left knee out. And you can practice just picking up this foot and setting it down. Subimos y bajamos. Subimos, bajamos. Good. Let's see if we can hold it up here. Grab onto the big toes. Good. So again, if this is all you do, this is great. And then from there you can work on extending the leg, finding the wall. Estirando. Stretching your femorales. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Good. Bend the knee. Set it back down. Rock it out. Go loose with the hips. Easy, easy. All right, and then so let's try that same balance on the opposite side. It's a practice, so every time it's a little different. So now I'm putting weight on my left side, turning my right knee out, and I'm going down and up here. Good. And then if it feels safe, if it feels good, go ahead, lift the leg all the way. Grab onto the big toes. And then nos estiramos afuera. You can stretch that leg out, breathing. Exhale, release. And once again, just relax. Let your tailbone sort of sweep all the way around. Okay, great. So now I'm going to try taking my leg behind me. So this time I'm going to step weight into my right leg. And then just actually you can even practice here forward and back, feeling the muscles in the legs, catching you as you move the weight forward and back. Good. So now I'm going to hold weight on my left side. And then from there, lift my right leg. Is that right? I guess I got my weight on my right leg. That's a right leg. And then reach la pierna izquierda atrás. And then you can take the right arm up. Good. From there, just slowly bring those bones down once again. Rock it out. Step the opposite leg forward. So I'm just going to rock side, forward and back. Adelante, atrás. Adelante, atrás. Adelante, atrás. Good. And then put your weight in the front leg. From there, you can lift the back. Hand to your talon or your tobillo. Stretching the arm, stretching the leg. Exhale, release. Let that come down. Good. So let's go right back to the top of your mat. And we're going to inhale and stretch your arms up. And then exhale, take a long stretch forward. Melting your head. And then from here, you're going to bend in your knees or find a comfortable way moving down a little closer to the floor. And from here, I'm going to find my weight on my sitting bones. And then let's take your arms back behind you. Just for a moment, I want you to doblamos. Vamos a doblar los codos. Right, so you're going to bend in the elbows and then estiramos los brazos. So you're going to bend your elbows and then estiramos los brazos. You're going to stretch the arms. Arriba, good, y abajo. Excelente. So now go ahead, pause here for a moment. I've got my elbows slightly bent and I'm going to stretch and extend la pierna derecha. 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. Stretch all the way up. Bajamos otra vez. And now with your pierna izquierda, you're going to just lengthen the knee. 5 y 4, 3, y 2, y 1. Muy bien. Let's stretch it all the way back up, long back, long spine. And then exhale, right arm and left arm. So you're gonna let your forearms, your antebrazos are coming to the floor. So now from here, let's lengthen the right leg. And we're gonna let it lift and lower. 5. But this can be just a couple of inches. 4, 3, 2, y 1. Muy bien. And now we're gonna try that with the left. 5, y 4, y 3, y 2, y 1. Muy bien. This time keep your 2 knees bent and you're gonna tap the toes. Abajo, arriba, abajo, arriba. Muy bien. 5 y 4. So you should be feeling this deeply in the abdomen. 2 y 1. Good. So now from here, your 2 knees in. So you can stretch and extend the legs up. Tap the toes down. We'll go arriba y abajo. Arriba y abajo. Arriba y abajo. Last time. Arriba. Good. Bend the knees. See if you can walk your weight slowly down to the floor. Knees coming over your chest for a moment. Y vamos a llevar los brazos, las manos detrás de la cabeza. So you're going to bring your hands behind your head. And then exhale, lift the head and chest. Good. So from here, just pulse in your belly. Take a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And now the ribs are going to move towards the opposite thigh. So we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to change the direction. Opposite ribs to the thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. And now from here, go ahead, lower your head and chest. Arms here to your side. Can you take a little bicycling action with the legs? We'll go out. Estirando por los talones. So you're just reaching all the way through the heels. Muy bien. So let's pause with your right knee over your chest and the left leg coming down. Stretch the right leg up. I want you to take that a couple of times. Extend the knee, 2, 3. Y bajamos. Shoulder blades on the back. Extend the knee, 2, 3. Y bajamos. Good. Extend the knee. Hold the knee where it's comfortable and then take a few small circles of the leg in the hip socket. Y hacemos otra dirección. 5, 4, 3, 2, y 1. Muy bien. Bending the knee, take a breath, and then exhale. Cambiamos la posición de las piernas. You're going to just change the position of the 2 legs, and then from here, lengthen the left knee. Estiramos la rodilla izquierda. 5, y 4, y 3, y 2. Y last time, 1, una pausa, hold the leg there, and then circulamos 5, 4, or however many circles you need to do. Cambiamos la dirección, shoulder blades moving down the back, feeling los abdominales estables. Good. And then from here, go ahead, pause, bend the knee, and then exhale, just lift your opposite leg slightly. Good. Lift your head and chest, hands to your shin. Cambiamos la posición de las piernas. You're going to change the position of the legs for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Lowering your head. Let's let the arms sweep alongside the ears and the 2 legs out. And then we'll lower that right back down. So los brazos, las manos afuera. And then we lower right back down. Good. Los brazos, piernas afuera. We lower right back down. Now from here, brazos and your piernas lift the head. And then exhale, bring the arms back in. Let's see if we can keep the head lifted. We'll do 5 more. Afuera y adentro. Afuera y adentro. Afuera y adentro. Last time. Afuera y adentro. Pause here. Hands behind the head. Rotate towards your right thigh. Extend the left leg out. And then cambiamos la posición. So we'll go 10 y 9 y 8 y 7 y 6 y 5 y 4, 3, 2 y 1. Muy bien. Relaxing there for a moment. Letting your head come down. Let's place both feet on the floor. Press into your feet and the pelvis can rise up. Shoulder blades pull together. Los omoplatos juntos. Good. So this may feel good too as a little stretch. See about taking now your right hand underneath your rib cage and then letting the weight of your body come back down over that hand. And you can kind of rock your hips here, side to side, lado y lado. Stretching your back. You'll be stretching your chest. Good. And then we're going to put some weight into our feet. Push down. Exhale, lift the pelvis up. Extend the right forearm out. And then bring the left forearm underneath you once again. And you're just going to estira, estira, lado y lado. Good. You might let the knees come to one side there for a moment. And then the other way. This is just offering a little, almost like a body weight massage to your forearm, which if you were a massage therapist, like someone named Nikki, maybe that would feel good. A little forearm massage. Or if you spend too much time at the ordenador, the computer. Okay. So now from here, we're going to press into the feet, lift the pelvis back up, stretch the forearm out, and once again, open your chest completely, and then lower it down, and now bring your hands behind the thighs, let the thighs begin to rock here, down and up just a few times. So you can exhale, kind of slide the weight of your legs into your hands. Good. I know. Excellent. All right. And then let's let the soles of the feet come down for a moment. Take your right ankle to your left thigh. And then we're going to interlace the fingers around that. Good. And then from there, see about lengthening your left leg and just getting a little more stretch through the hamstring, just gentle rocking. Very nice. And now from here, we're going to switch the position. So we'll let the left leg come down to the right thigh and interlace your fingers around that leg. Good. And then from there, you're going to let the right leg extend, just getting a little more stretch into the hamstring. Very nice. And now we're going to go ahead, fold at the knee and unfold your two legs. And let's take your feet to the floor here for a moment. And let the soles of the feet come together so that the hips can open and stretch. And bring your arms out en la posición del cactus, like a cactus. Los brazos abajo. Now your arms at your sides, your legs nice and long. Just close your eyes for a moment. And then slowly, when you feel ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can circle the ankles and the wrists. And then draw your knees up over your chest, rocking your back side to side, front to back. Rolling to the right side, resting for a moment in a fetal position. And then using the strength in your arms, pressing up, finding seated. Nos llevamos las palmas juntas. Nos ponemos aquí. Your practice is a gift. Tu práctica es un regalo. Y muchas gracias. Thank you. Enjoy your evening. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you,
Thank
Jackie.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Alden. Gracias, Nikki.
Thank you.
Elizabeth.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Gracias.
Gracias,
you.
Cora. Bye. Oh,
Thank
it's so
you.
nice to see all of you. Denise. Karen. Hi, Karen. Hi, Betty.
Hey.
Oh, all right. Y'all
All
have
right.
a good rest of your evening. I hope
You
somebody
too.
made dinner for you.
No.
Hi, Linda.
Bye.
Bye.